Hello everybody, it's Stephen here and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be looking at doing a new section of my channel, which I'm hoping to do on a monthly basis. In this section we're going to be looking at the upcoming releases within the light novel community, and for this month we're going to be looking at April's. There's actually 27 releases coming up next month. Now, while I could go over those each one individually, that would probably take a long time and you might get bored going through that. So what I've done is I've cherry picked a few that I know because I read the series and a couple that I'm interested in reading. If you'd like a full list of all the upcoming releases, please see in the description below where I'll post links to the two sites that I'm using. Now, first on the list is The Alchemist Who Survived Now Dreams of a Quiet City Life, Volume 6. The Search for Her Master. Mariella and Sig journey off with the Black Iron Freight Corp in search of Freya. Will the two's relationship finally take the next step forward during their travels? While the danger in Labyrinth City may have passed, there are still many mysteries in the world. Could Freya have more connections than first believed? This is a story of spirits, monsters in the Fell Forest, and the humans that meet them. As I said, this is one that I'm actually interested in because I've actually read books 1 to 5. Book 5 actually ended on a very tidy note, and I actually thought this was the last in the series because there was no information about an upcoming release at the time. So when I looked at this month's releases and I saw this, I got very excited and I cannot wait to see the next steps in this journey. If this is something you'd like to know more about in a future review, please let me know and I'll look at doing a review on books 1 to 5 and also books 1 and 2 of the manga. Next on the list is one that I haven't read, but I've actually watched the anime for. It is Bofuri, I Don't Want to Get Hurt, so I'll Max Out My Defense, Volume 1. Is she the game's final boss? Though she doesn't play many MMOs, Maple has either a natural talent or impossibly good luck. By pouring her every last stat into Vitality, she's created a character who can't be hurt. Whether it physical attacks or status effects, nothing poses a real threat. In no time at all, news spreads across the server about this adorable terror who can't be defeated. While Maple may just be having fun, her broken build is sure to attract a lot of unexpected attention. As I said, this is one that I've seen the anime for, and I started watching it out of curiosity because I've watched similar kind of shows before. It ended up being a very fun and very light-hearted show, actually really looking forward to seeing the light novel adaptation of it. So next on the list again is one that I haven't actually read before. It's actually the first volume. It just sounds interesting when I read it, and it's one I'm thinking about picking up soon. If I do, I might do a future review on it, depends on how it turns out. Has her skill. The guild member with a worthless skill is actually a legendary assassin, Volume 1. From hero to zero. Roland is the world's greatest assassin. With a seemingly worthless skill, he managed to kill the most powerful demon lord that ever lived. He could easily spend the rest of his days as a wealthy and famous man. Such extravagance doesn't appeal to him, however. He wants nothing more than an exceedingly normal life working in Adventurers Guild. But such an unremarkable existence may not come as effortlessly as he might have expected. As I said, this isn't one I know too much about. I came across it today while doing a review for this video. It looks like a nice fiction fantasy kind of book, and it seems like it's something that's right down my alley. So I'm planning on doing a read through of the first book, seeing if I like it or not, and then seeing if I'm going to pick up the series from that. Okay, next on the list, King of the Labyrinth Volume 2. Having both combatants walk away with their lives was not the outcome Panzel had expected from his bout with the Minotaur. But with his kingdom in peril, his priorities were clear. Years have passed since that fateful day. Within the depths of the labyrinth, the Minotaur hones its skills, spurred onwards by the memory of its close calls in the battle. In time, another worthy challenger would appear before it. His name, Zara, the son of Panzel. Now, this is a second book within this series. I haven't actually read Volume 1 yet, but looking at the description of it, again, this seems like it's right down my alleyway. So I'm looking at picking up Volume 1 at some point, and if I enjoy it, then I'll go and pick up Volume 2. Next on the list is Overlord Volume 13. The Sacred Kingdom is surrounded on all sides. As the army of feral creatures closes in, the kingdom's strongest paladin leads her exhausted troops in a valiant defence. It will not be enough to save them. The only chance of survival is to place all of their bets on the Kingdom of Darkness's Ainz Ugoln. Now, this is a series I am very excited about. I've read volumes 1 to 12, and it was actually the very first series of light novels that I bought. And it's what spurred my love for the entire light novel genre. Now, the story itself follows a character who was in a MMO, and just as the servers were closing down on its final day, was transported into another world in his gaming avatar. His gaming avatar is actually an undead overlord. We're actually following the villain in this case, and we're following his adventures as him and his NPCs trying to take over the world. It is very interesting and very engaging throughout, and if you watched my what is a light novel and why I think you'd enjoy them, you'll know I talked a bit more about it then. Again, I might look at doing a full review of this series at some point, because I rarely enjoy it that much, and it's what got me into the whole light novel genre in the first place. So look forward to that in the future. Next on the list is Didn't I Say to Make My Abilities Average in the Next Life? This is volume 12. As war looms on the horizon, the Crimson Vow accepts a mission to infiltrate the neighbouring Alban Empire. Seizing the chance to do business in a new land, Rihanna and Paula launch a new adventure that quickly gets out of hand. Will the distraction be their downfall as they approach the Imperial capital and danger that awaits them there? Now, this is another isekai. It's very fun and very light-hearted. I've been enjoying this very immensely. As I said, I've read volumes 1 to 11, and if you'd like to know more about this series itself, please let me know in the comments below. And again, I'll look at doing a review on the previous volumes, either spoiler or spoiler-free, depending on what you want. Last but not least on the list that I'm going over today is Arafuretta From Commonplace Towards Strongest, Volume 11. At last, Hajime has conquered all 7 labyrinths and found a way home, but a massive army of apostles awaits him outside the Frost Caverns, led by Fried, supreme commander of the demon army. Fried has an invitation for Hajime, one that he can't refuse: come to the Demon Lord's castle or lose his classmates and Miu, his adopted daughter. Left with no choice, Hajime surrenders. Little does he know, terrible secrets await him in the heart of the Demon Empire, and the revelation of his true plan may destroy him once and for all. I said this is book 11. I've actually got books 1 to 10 in my collection, as well as the break-off story of Arafuretta 0. This is another isekai. It is quite fun. It started off actually quite dark within the very first book, and then changed very, very quickly into a very light-hearted and very humorous adventure. Again, this is one I might look at doing a review for, because I've actually got all the original books, I've got the manga, and I've got the sub-story, the secondary story from Commonplace Towards Strongest 0, as well as I've also watched the anime. So there's 4 different kind of reference materials for this, which I might look at doing a review on. Anyway, those are the upcoming releases that I'm excited about for April. If there's anything you can see within the list of upcoming releases within the links provided below, please let me know, and I might consider doing a review on those in the future. Anyway, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.